This week, it's the battle for honor. Two huge names, EC3 and Jay Briscoe, battle it out. Hello and welcome, I'm Joe Hendry and this is Technique Tuesdays, the show where we break down all the techniques that you see on Ring of Honor television. This is another special episode because we're once again looking at the phenomenal 19th anniversary show, and this week it's that huge battle for honor, EC3 versus Jay Briscoe.
Ooh. Code of honor not adhered to?
Let's talk about the backstory of the match. EC3 came into Ring of Honor with an air of mystery. Many were wondering, why is EC3 targeting Jay Briscoe? EC3 says Jay is on an island, and in order for him to take that island, he needs to burn the boats. Now, while EC3 speaks in metaphor, Jay certainly does not. He has his heart on his sleeve and his fist in your face. Jay says that EC3 hasn't defined his own narrative, so who does he think he is trying to define Jay's? Jay says you won't earn a handshake until you give me a fight that is worthy of a handshake. Today, let's find out if he does.
He is the essential character, EC3!
It's fair to say, in my opinion, this is probably the best physique in all of professional wrestling today. Now that is significant because not only is that going to give you the athleticism and the power that you need to get the victory, but it also is going to give an air of confidence. It's going to perhaps intimidate your opponent. Well, there's a few people who probably won't be intimidated by that sort of thing, and one of them certainly is Jay Briscoe. Let's look at the start of the match. Usually you see a match start with a solid lockup. That is the foundation of wrestling. But in this case, EC3 uses the handshake situation to claim the head of Jay Briscoe, advancing completely past the lockup.
This is about honor, and a shoulder tackle sends Jay Briscoe down. EC3. Oh.
Let's take a look at the grip of EC3 as well. You will see when he's got the headlock, this part of the bone will be against his opponent's chin, not the outside. The reason is the outside is more coated with muscle, whereas here it is all bone that is being driven into the face of Jay Briscoe. After a few exchanges, we advance to a well-timed Lou Thez press.
One thing about Jay Briscoe is one of the only guys in the roster like Jay Lethal.
Oh, Psycho Boy! Uh-oh. Psycho Boy! And now just on top!
We've discussed on previous episodes the Chael Sonnen methodology, which is the ruthless execution of the basics. And really, there's no better example than these two pros right here, because check this out. After that, EC3 advances to the front face lock. We're once again going back to that bone that we talked about. It's very difficult, very uncomfortable, and it can put you to sleep because it's a blood choke. There's few reversals, but Jay Briscoe is a world champion for a reason, and he's got a beautiful reversal up his sleeve.
Wow, up and over!
Jay then goes for the front dropkick, but EC3 holds the rope, stops the momentum, so he evades the attack successfully. EC3 sees the opportunity, and check this, hooks up the legs and goes for a deadlift powerbomb.
Who can shoot right up the ranks, especially with a win over Jay Briscoe.
Oh, look at the strength.
Go!
Let's look at that in slow motion. Think about the strength that takes to deadlift someone of Jay Briscoe's size off the mat and throw them right back down there. Very smart strategy and an impressive feat of strength from the physical specimen that is EC3. Now I want to go back to that ruthless execution of the basics that we were talking about, because Jay is slowly but surely able to take control of the matchup once again. The dropkick, if done in this way, can be one of the most effective maneuvers in professional wrestling. Watch this and let's slow it right down.
Right here though. Yeah, as I said, that's textbook Briscoe.
Look at this, the feet are directly on point, picture perfect dropkick right to the face of EC3. Not only does Jay hit that picture perfect dropkick, but he actually manages to twist it into a shooting star landing in mid-air. It's not long though before EC3 takes control with a beautiful Olympic slam followed up by a brutal brainbuster.
No, EC3, front face lock on Briscoe. Oh!
Brainbuster!
Oh, God!
When you're hooking your opponent for the suplex, you lift them up and you just use that momentum to carry all the way through. If you want to hit the brainbuster, what you need to do is interrupt the momentum of that movement. So you lift your opponent up, and rather than just continue continuing through, what you do is you sharply drop when they're in that elevated position. Absolutely brutal landing for Jay Briscoe. Now we know one thing we often see on this show is when someone goes for a move twice, the second time the opponent has it figured out. And that's exactly what happens when EC3 goes for a second superplex from the top.
Headbutt. And EC3
Picking
trying to hang
EC3
on
up.
as Jay Briscoe drops down, using the ropes to support himself here. Jay Briscoe with one leg plants EC3 on the apron.
Right here, we often hear about the ring apron described as the hardest part of the ring. Well, as a professional wrestler who has been dumped there many times, allow me to confirm that is absolutely the case. It's just your body versus steel. Steel is going to win every single time. Ugh, no thanks. Now let's look at the other side of the coin. We've talked a lot about the physicalities of the matchup, but let's talk about the mental game that's being played here.
Out of it now, Jay Briscoe has EC3 up again. Another Spicoli driver plants EC3.
There are several points where after damage has been inflicted on him, EC3 is seeming to be laughing or smiling at these various perilous moments where most people would just be trying to recover.
But able to focus on that neck, and again, he's smiling, he's laughing.
It's reminiscent of some of the more psychotic characters that we're used to only seeing in comic books or movies, such as Tyler Durden from Fight Club or even Heath Ledger's Joker. We're not used to seeing it in a professional wrestling ring, but trust me people, there is nothing more unsettling when you are trying to inflict maximum damage on your opponent and they are laughing in your face.
Every time Briscoe hits him.
But if there's anyone that can overcome the mind games, it's Jay Briscoe. When EC3 is asking for more, Jay is more than happy to deliver. Nothing says it better than a kick to the face, and no one delivers it better than Jay Briscoe. This leaves us in a situation where EC3 now believes he's given enough of a fight to earn the handshake. He extends the hand. But you know the drill, people. If you want to find out if he gets the handshake, and more importantly, who wins, you need to go to Honor Club. Go subscribe. In my opinion, it is the best pay-per-view, top to bottom, of any company in the world this year. Thank you so much for watching Technique Tuesdays. Let me know in the comments. What did you think of this match? What do you think? Are there potential world title implications as a result of this? Let me know what you think, and let me know what you want to analyze next. I've been Joe Hendry. This is Technique Tuesdays. Go support the company at shophonor.com. I'll see you next time.
Celebrate ROH TV's 500th episode with an exclusive 2-hour special presentation, followed by the premiere of ROH TV episode 500, streaming Thursday, April 15th, only on Best on the Planet.